is time now for game number 5. One of these teams will move on in the championship bracket to face off against the winner of Impact and their open bracket challenger. The other will fall to the losers bracket early in this tournament. This game 5 is going to be so huge, and Fwiz, we've seen it go back and forth, back and forth. Prime example, they seem to be a bit more slow and methodical. They work as a team extremely well. Unite Gaming, they are running and gunning.
Look at that.
They get behind you. They love to flank with Slack playing that role, but they just got blown out in the previous S&D, and game 5 is always search and destroy here at Major League Gaming.
This Unite team, I can't get over the fact that they're like the Mayweather money team over here, how deep they're rolling. I love it, man. So, listen, it all comes down to game number 5, search and destroy. If you're Prime example, you feel pretty good about that. Unite has to put together a plan on how they're going to beat this squad here on Meltdown. They cannot repeat what happened on Standoff. It all comes down to this. And again, it does go without saying, but you don't want to go down to that losers bracket in round number 1. It's not fun. The teams that are going to get knocked down in there, it's a tough side of the bracket. Just, you got to move through here. So let's kick it off with game number 5, search and destroy on Meltdown. And who are we watching, Puckett?
Well, Fwiz, first off, I want to know, who do you have winning this?
I think Prime Example wins this.
You got Prime Example? Well,
Yeah.
Twitter, we're going to ask you who you think is going to win game number 5. To do so, you're going to hashtag Unite for Unite Gaming. If you think it's going to be Prime, hashtag Prime, and use the hashtag MLG. Let's get it trending here this weekend.
You can pull them in too. We'll see all of that too, so we'll actually be able to see how many people voted for each team. It's a pretty cool system, and we'll be able to post that up. So I'm looking forward to all the Twitter replies, and as we're jumping on board with Davis, they're not wasting any time. He gets up there, the A bomb site, just to lock things down.
Yeah, but the bomb's going towards the B bomb site. Saints already pushed up. Revan was cleaned up by the sniper from Slack, so Slack already getting as many kills he had in the first 7 rounds last S&D. Fizzer's gonna pick up a kill for Unite as Cosmo takes down Slack. 2-on-2 situation now, and now it's Saints versus Davis and Nelo.
Wow,
big kill out of
Davis.
Davis.
Get ready for the next round.
What a beast! Davis just went in there and took care of business from the get-go. He was all the way at the A bomb site, so Davis was kind of there to see if Unite was going to move that. Once they called out B bomb site, he was able to backpedal and picked up a nice solid 2-piece. And there you have it. So nice play by Davis.
Good stuff from the guy on the far right of your screen. Davis starting to heat it up, and now they're going to be on the attack. Who do they give the bomb to? I have a feeling it's going to the hands of Revan. Revan, so smart when it comes to this game. Back when we commentated together, he would teach me every little detail. How many seconds it takes when you get stunned by an EMP. What it does to your class and what is the ideal strategy. Look for Prime Example to do multiple different strategies on this map. You can see already they catch their opponents off guard with an A plan.
Yeah, so Revan's going to get that bomb down. I think going A is a really good idea. You know, most of the time you're going to see B be the preferred search and destroy on offense. So going A, throwing it off a little bit was great because now they can hold this down and they're in a 3v1 situation. Slack has got to pull off a miracle if he's going to come in here, but he's got, I don't know. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Revan stopped that real quick. Yeah.
Revan says no, man.
Yeah, no, just go home, Slack, just go home.
So already it's looking like we saw on Standoff. Prime example, they win their defense and their offense. Round number 3 is going to be huge for Unite Gaming.
Switching
you have
operation
to
ready
get
point.
a comeback going on early. You cannot fall 2 or more rounds behind against this Prime Example squad or they will close it out. Revan, he's going to be on defense now. Unite, they're on offense. Fizzer's taking the bomb, and once again, they're going to the B bomb site. Let's see what Slack can do. Does he pull out the sniper again? I have a feeling we're going to see it any moment. He's got the MSMC out, and it looks like they're taking their time. Prime definitely beat him to the punch in terms of getting into position. This is not going to be easy for them to break into B.
And he's got to watch out to make sure he doesn't know if anybody's sniping across the way. Now you got Fizzer going to start moving up for Unite. Cosmo takes him out quick. Shots fired between Saints and Cosmo as well. So Unite struggling to move in here. So Saints trying to make something happen here. He gets taken out by Neslo. So quickly a 4v2 situation. Slack able to rebuttal, taking out Cosmo, but nice play by them. Crazy back and forth here, but Neslo's got 4 kills for Prime. He's working on a nice score streak.
Yeah, keep an eye on Neslo. Slack, the last one alive. He already killed 3 this round. Can he get the ace? One-on-one. And here we go, Slack! Slack going absolutely huge. It was 4-on-2, and Slack Slack kills all 4 members, going absolutely huge. That's what Unite needed to get back in this game. The crowd just erupted. Everyone wants Slack to go big. And man, he is turning it around from our game that we saw on standoff.
That was montage-worthy what he just did there. Picked up really a 3-piece in the kill feed. I mean, what a great play. I think we got to stay on Slack, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's got the hot hand at the moment, sitting at 5-2 on the other side. Big kill on Nelo. He would have had score streaks most likely if they didn't get that kill at the start here. Fizz, it looks like it's going to be Fizzerp opening up 2 big kills on B. The bomb is down. He saw it get picked up, and here they already have Nameless in position to cut off that bomb carrier. So all of a sudden, Prime Example is about to find themselves tied up when they had this game in total control. They should be up 3-0, and now it's 2-2.
Man, Unite, way to answer back because just Slack went off there, right? So it was like a huge morale boost for the squad, and then they came back so quickly to knock Prime out like that and tie it up 2-2. So Unite did everything they needed to do and picks up a nice headshot there, Saints, to get the round ending kill.
Switching sides.
Davis on the far right.
He's
this
like,
is his first time on the MLG main stage. You gotta wonder, are the nerves getting to Prime Example? Unite, these guys have all played on the main stage in the past. They're used to it. They're used to the pressure. It's game 5. It's all tied up. This one could go either way, and I really like the start here for this Unite squad. Fizzerp, the bomb carrier, pulling out the sniper. They're not just going to rush in and die like the last 2 times on offense. They're going to be slow and meticulous this round.
So Prime Example did a 2-2 split on defense. They decided to go 2A and then 2B. Now they're going to backtrack knowing that they haven't done it. Unite hasn't pushed into A. And now Unite's starting to make advancements in here to get down the B bomb site. This is great play by them. Kind of just a standoff that's happening here in a 3v3 situation.
And look at Nameless on the minimap, guys. Nameless, he's on the long flank. Big choke. Okay, does get the kill though. Yeah. That did buy some time for his teammates to push forward as well while everyone was distracted. Unfortunately, the bomb carrier dropped all the way up right next to the Prime Example squad. So that is about as bad as it can be for Unite Gaming. They looked like they had control of the B bomb site. Fizzerp just got a little too aggressive there. Now it's going to be up to Nameless and Slack to take control. They're chasing down the last defender, but it's a big kill scored by Revan. Make it 2. Revan is going to be cleaned up, and it's all up to Saints. Saints versus Cosmo. Cosmo's going to clean it up. Great play from Prime.
Cosmo, nice kill there. Able to just make it happen there. Pulled out the M8, took care of business. Nice shooting by him. Nice, I mean, just pretty clean on Saints. Didn't even see it coming. So after being 2-2, Prime Example able to take the lead, 3-2 now in the series here. This is a much different search and destroy game than we saw in that S&D standoff where Prime Example was dominating Unite. Now we see these guys going back and forth on search and destroy. Game number 5, it is all coming down to this. Who's going to be knocked into the losers bracket here early on this Friday for the championship bracket?
Once again, guys, hashtag Prime, hashtag Unite, and hashtag MLG on Twitter. Tell us, who do you want to win this game number 5? Who is going to take it home currently? Prime Example up 1 round, and Nelo is going to open it up with a shotgun kill, and make it 2. Big start here from Nelo. He is so dangerous with that Remington. Revan's got the bomb planted as well. A control is on lockdown, and Davis is starting to roam around the middle of the map. I have a feeling they're about to go up 4-2 unless Slack can go huge once again.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough. This is a really tough situation for him. 3v2. You've got Davis out of the question here, but Cosmo, Nelo, and Revan all up. Unite has to get in here in this A-bomb site, get a defuse here. Slack trying to get some shots off. He's got Nameless with him. Nameless able to pick up the kill on Revan. Cosmo falls over the kill. Slack takes him out. And at the end of the day, it's going to be Cosmo again for Prime Example, taking out Slack this time around to take the lead 4-2. I think all the people that were Twitter hashtagging Prime were probably right when they were, 65%.
You calling it right now? You think it's good?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I definitely not. This has been really back and forth, no doubt about it. But 4-2, Prime Example had 2 very good round endings there.
And you got to think, one of those 2 round wins was Slack just absolutely beasting it and going in a 1-on-4 domination mode. That was an anomaly.
That's like the quickest ace I've ever seen.
They need to mix up their strategy, and they're doing that here, Fizz. They've given up on the direct B push. They're going for another slow one. Prime, they pushed A, and now here comes the flank. Is Unite aware? It looks like Nameless is there to check it. And Nameless is in a battle versus the shotgun of Neslo. Neslo not with the right tool.
Oh my God,
Nameless
fine.
needs to get away here. Slacked with him as well in the back. And they're going to answer back with a kill on Davis. That was Saints picking up that one. So 3-on-3. Saints now has the bomb. But only 50 seconds left on the clock. What does Unite decide to do here? Prime is not slowing down. They're playing very aggressive.
Geez,
Look where Neslo's at with this Remington.
spot. Neslo picks up a huge kill there on Slack. Prime just kept almost Unite in their spawn. So now it's a 2v2 situation as Nameless drops Neslo. You got Saints with the bomb. Nameless is up for the Unite squad. And on the flip side, it's Cosmo and Revan. Cosmo, who's able to end both rounds there to put him in a 4-2 lead. 23 seconds left on the clock. Unite, Saints is going to pick up a kill. Takes out Revan. They're going to get the bomb down here, so it's only going to be Cosmo who can do anything about it. Now he's going to start moving in, knowing the bomb's down there. Doesn't pick up the kill. Nameless takes him out, and now it's 4-3. Unite staying alive and search and destroy.
Man, Neslo did everything right that round with his shotgun. He got up in his opponent's base. Prime, I just felt like they choked, man. They had it all locked up. They just fell apart at the end. Big plays by Nameless there to put his team within one round. Unite trying to tie it up with a big win on defense. I want to see how they set up. They got to know an A push is coming once again. Where does Prime decide to go with this bomb? It looks like they're all going to push middle, possibly another B plan.
Yeah, huge plays out here. So you've got Neslo instead of Revan that's going to be carrying the bomb. Neslo also has a Remington out here. Early on, it's going to be a 3v2 situation as Saints and Nameless both go out for Unite, leaving only Fizzerp and Slack to play for this squad.
I haven't seen a middle push like this really on pro skips in the last 3 weeks. Revan and Neslo so awesome with their strategies. Unfortunately, Neslo got caught on a wall, and Fizzerp is going to lock it up for Unite Gaming. The crowd here in Anaheim applauding. They want this Unite squad to finish in the top 3 once again. A win here in game number 5 would definitely help them on their way to another big finish in our champ bracket. It's all tied up after 2 back-to-back round wins. Prime example, they got to keep their heads in it. They're on defense. You stop Unite here, you put yourself one round away from victory.
Hey, this is the number 8 and number 9 seed. It's a game number 5. It's the last game of the series. It's tied up 4-4 here. So we're in round 9. I mean, this is crazy matchup between these two teams. Just going at it back and forth, and Saints is going to be carrying the bomb for Unite, not Fizzerp. So you're seeing the OBJ kind of switch up the bomb carrier for both of these teams.
Shout out to John Nelson and his ranking system. He has it spot on, my friend. All right, so here we go. Looks like our prime example squad, they're going to have 1 player at A, 1 middle, 2 watching B. Unite Gaming, they don't know what they want to do yet. They know that Neslo gets impatient and aggressive, and it looks like they're banking on him to try and flank once again and then punish. Early shots going down the middle of the map. Fizzerp hunting for that player is going to find him in the middle. A nice evasion there as it looks like Neslo is actually able to dip out. The player over at A is Davis. Expect him to play very patiently with the AR. They're not moving. So all the action going out at B. Neslo picks up the 2-piece with the MP7 this round. And prime example, all they have to do is hold off Saints and Fizzerp for 20 more seconds. It's all up to Saints now to 1-on-3.
It's the Neslo show right now. He's got all 3 kills and gets the ace. Neslo with the ace. 5-4. Prime example looking good. Yes, give that boy some love for what he just did there.
Neslo at the far left there on your main stage for prime example just went absolutely huge. He should have died. Fizzerp almost had him dead to rights up there in the generator room. He dipped out of the window, came from behind, got a nice 2-piece with the MP7 and closed it out with some solid headshots. Prime now 1 round away. Let's see if the captain Neslo can go big once again. He is going to lead the charge to B.
Dude, he's 12-6 right now. And then Cosmo, the next person on his team, is 6-6. So, that, I mean, Neslo is just taking care of business here. Nameless coming out the gates, takes out Davis. So early on, it's going to be a 4v3 situation as Davis is out. Revan's got the bomb, picks up a kill there to make it a clean, even 3-3 here. And this is a must-win for prime example here. They can close this game out and win the series. So this is a critical moment for them.
And Neslo just picked up 5th kill in a row. 2-on-2 situation. Cosmo's got the bomb. His teammate has the opponent pinned. All Cosmo had to do there was back down, and Neslo would have had him. But now it's Neslo in a 1-on-2. Bombs down. They know where it's at. Slacked and Nameless in the area. All right.
Oh my gosh, he got out of that, able to evade it.
5-5.
Nameless comes up.
Are you kidding me,
We are
Quiz?
going into a game number 5 overtime between these two teams. Unite with their back up against the wall, able to make it happen.
They were down
out
4-2.
Nelo. Down 4-2, and now 5-5. So Unite answers there, and we're going into an overtime. What an amazing play by this squad. We're going to stay on board with Unite, who's going to be,
we go into bomb.
And prime example is going to be on the offensive side of things. You got to wonder if they're just going to do a crazy push here towards A, which it looks like they're doing. It's kind of just a crazy mad push. They slowed it down a little bit here. Not going to rush it, but didn't go B route. It looks like they have their interest peaked in the A area.
And look how open B is right now. Unite Gaming is expecting an A push here. Prime, they've had success every time they've gone that direction. This time around, though, it looks like they want to juke out their opponents, keep them guessing, not knowing where to go. It looks like Prime has sniffed out that B is going to be the route to take. Revan starting to push up, only one player there at B. Meanwhile, Nelo could come behind 2 players in the middle of the map. Look, as soon as Revan pushes up with that bomb for those players to push from the middle, and it looks like Prime is just going to swarm the bomb site. Who is our lone defender at B? It's going to be Fizzerp. Can he stop this and call it out?
Let's see, Neslo's got the shotty here as we switch over to Nameless, who's just going to duck out of there. He's real close to his RC car, but with 25 seconds left, it's not going to really matter. Neslo picking up a kill on Unite. It's a 3v3 situation. Revan's got the bomb. Cosmo's down. Revan going to get the bomb down. 4 prime examples so close to it. And he does get it down. That is huge, but Slack gets a kill on Davis. Bomb is down, so Unite's got to go for the defuse.
Unite Gaming, they got
it. Unite Gaming.
We're down.
Unite Gaming.
Unite is ripping it up on the main stage. They are celebrating, going absolutely crazy. The bomb is defused. Unite Gaming takes game number 5 and will move on in our championship bracket to face the winner of Impact and their open bracket challenger. What a comeback from Unite down 4-2. That ace from Slack to tie it up at 2-2 early on. Give them that momentum.
I mean, and they had, like, how they played on that standoff game we were talking about, they didn't play like that at all. They were able to turn it around, and look at that United squad. Nameless and Slack both feeding the family there with 11 kills, doing big things. And you've got
had
Unite.
14 kills for prime example. The captain trying his heart out. Unite, though, just showing that it takes teamwork and everyone needs to take turns going huge. Nameless went clutch when they needed him. Slack went big when they needed him. Saints going huge as well. And Fizzerp calling out that push at the B bomb site gave his teammates the opportunity. Man, I'm amazed by Unite Gaming. To see what they just did there, they are going to be a threat in this bracket, especially in hardpoint.
I mean, that's a talented squad there, and of course, a hardpoint there, just scary. And if they can keep that search and destroy game consistency that we just saw in Meltdown, they're going to be in good shape. CTF they might have to work on, but if they can nail that S&D and hardpoint game, they're going to win those game 5s. So they turn it around.
Awesome, my friend. Well, coming up next, we got more matches for you.
Baby, it's Friday.
Curse and Twiz, they are going to return. And as I take a look at the schedule here,
go ahead, you can cheat.
It's Benson and Golden Boy casting that game. Curse versus Dare. You got the online qualifier champions, formerly known as Impulse. Now they're playing underneath the Dare title with Sham and Folsom, going up against Liar and Twiz and the rest of this Curse squad. Look out for Blindfire. He's going to go off in this one. Twiz,
calling it.
That's it for us. Match number 2 is coming up next. Congratulations to Unite Gaming, the winners of our first match of the day.